It was a regular night on Earth. Some people were sleeping, some were not, and it was just a basic night for most people around the world. Then, at 12:05 a.m. that night, the lives of a group of unsuspecting people changed forever. A mysterious elemental substance landed in various parts of the world, next to numerous young men with varied histories and personalities. Predictably, they walked up to it out of confusion and concern. The moment they got too close, things went awry. All they did was pick up the mysterious element, then felt a catastrophic surge of power run through their bodies. Although they didn't realize it at that moment, they had just gained superpowers. However, these came with strict conditions that most superheroes wouldn't have. Some are born with incredible powers, while others have to go out and find them on their own. Whether they wanted them or somehow did not, they're superheroes. They have futures not entirely associated with jobs or money, but mostly with discovering who they are, and perhaps more importantly, fighting for the greater good. It was a rain-hindered Michigan afternoon. A collegiate art class noticed a strike of lightning crashing down at 3:27 p.m. Some of its attendees did enjoy the ambience of rain falling around them, but thunder and lightning were a different story. One student checked his phone to observe its weather app, which forecasted an 80% chance of rain for the rest of the evening, with isolated thunderstorms. Unfortunately, the building was now drained of electricity, concerning everyone inside. Fortunately, on the other hand, they had some help sitting right there.
Of course, just when I was starting to lock in. Can I, please use the restroom?
Surely enough, he was allowed out.
What the heck is he doing?
Just using the restroom, I guess. Don't worry about him.
The adolescent navigated through the building's main hall, putting on a rain poncho he kept in his bag, and walked outside. Some people had their eyes trailed to him as he looked for the damaged generator. They would likely be in awe from what they were about to see.
All right, time to get this over with.
Bright yellow bolts of lightning lifted the young man slightly off the ground. Raising his right hand up toward the sky, electricity flowed through his upper body as he found and clawed his right hand at the broken generator. In the blink of an eye, a beam of electricity shot out of his 5 fingertips, repowering the generator and turning the lights on around the whole building. His feet returned to the ground, and the electricity dissipated as he made his way back to class.
Did I miss anything?
Nope, you didn't.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Keeler Graham is a polite and typically outgoing college student that has the incredible power of electricity manipulation. The catch? He can only put it to use while out in the open during a thunderstorm. In addition, he can only manipulate a certain amount of energy at once, as he detrimentally risks passing out if there's too much power in him. It all began when one particular fragment from the Crystal of Elements fell from the sky into his family's backyard on that fateful night. After a surge of power flowed through him after picking it up, nothing would ever be the same for him and his loved ones.
Almost done with the biggest piece I've done. Mom's gonna love this.
Yo, Key.
Oh, hi, Jacob.
So, how's the superpower thing been going lately?
Pretty good, like you saw earlier. I haven't run into many problems other than that yet. They just haven't presented themselves. But that could change soon.
I'm assuming you're gonna try and become a superhero. Is that correct?
Only if it's necessary.
What do you mean, only if it's necessary? You have such a bright future with your powers. The bad guys will fear you so much.
Remember what I said about problems? I haven't gone through any criminals or supervillains or anything like that yet. What I did earlier was an example of what I know best as of now.
Boring.
I'm just starting out, Jacob. Alright, I gotta take off. Bye. Yeah?
Hi, Kaylor. What took you so long to get out of class?
The usual period of hating imperfection. Is Dad home right now?
No.
Ah, dang it. He'd love what I almost got done.
I guess I'll be the first one to see it?
Pretty much, yes. Gotta go.
Keeler considered his mother Kelsey and his friend Jacob Wallace his biggest supporters. No matter what, they'd always have the buddies back. They even were the first two people to know of his powers, as he felt that he'd get a little too much attention from those around him.
Mom, you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Class was fun.
What'd you do today?
Tried a few new techniques among other things. I also got this nearly done today.
He showed Kelsey a drawing he had worked on for almost the whole class.
Oh, my. Wow. That's one of the best things I've ever seen you draw.
Yeah, I know. This is what I always wanted to be before the powers. The best artist in my school. Maybe even the state, too.
What is it?
Keeler had drawn up something meaningful to him. A portrait of popular characters with electricity-related superpowers similar to his, with a blank space in the middle that would supposedly represent Keeler himself. Although it wasn't done yet, it eventually would be.
I don't know what to put in that white space yet right now, but that'll be for later, I guess. What do you think?
I truly mean it when I say you have potential.
Really? As an artist?
Yes. Even with your powers and everything you've gone through lately, it hasn't taken away from your art style. Believe me, you're still a great artist and always will be.
Thanks, Mom. I love you so much.
I love you too, son.
Just when I was about to get some work in, Jacob, the trickster himself.
Radiant! Mighty oh, do I have news for you.
Hi, Jacob. There's no one around, so I'll let it slide. What's the latest?
Dude, seriously? You had a pretty bad attitude today. Why do you never want to be called Radiant?
It's just a little too cliche for me. I'd only want to be called that if I stopped some corrupt weirdo with superpowers or something. Only then will I let everyone aside from you call me Radiant.
Anyway, you are not going to believe this. I hope you're studying other heroes right now, because Firebrand is hosting something near Uptown, and we were invited. Not only me, not only you, but both of us. Tons of other great people will be attending too. Isn't that something to get hyped for?
Yes, it is! He's the guy who I binge-watched all that time ago. Oh, now I have something interesting to do tomorrow.
That's the spirit, my man.
Brandon Firebrand McKee was the most well-known superhero in Keeler's home state of Michigan, with the ability to control heat, on the condition of only being applicable in an area at least 80 degrees. He had watched him save the day many times, but unbeknownst to him, Firebrand had been keeping an eye on Keeler for quite some time, after he gained his powers that fateful night.
So what do you say? You ready to meet a celebrity?
Of course. I'll see you there, buddy.
Keeler's powers were about to be put to their first major test. His first ally and adversary were looming, but he wasn't as ready as he thought he would be. One day later.
How'd you get word about this anyway?
Just my email, that's all. It's not like Firebrand himself would know about you and invite him to his secret base or hideout, whatever it might be.
That'd be insane.
Keeler and Jacob entered the third building of a Broadway theater. Before going in, they had noticed dark clouds above them, meaning that rain was imminent. However, there was no sign of thunder.
Not that important.
He could hardly contain his inner excitement as he walked into the building's auditorium and chose the seat directly above his friend.
I'm gonna sound like a little kid, but I never thought this would happen. Like ever. I'm so excited, man.
Save your thank yous for Firebrand.
Keeler took one more look at his best friend and smiled. Little did he know, however, that he was about to get swept into the biggest test of power he'd ever have.
You know him as the savior of this state, the firebender, whatever you call him, and he's here for a special occasion. With that, please welcome the man with no necessary introduction, stage right, Firebrand!
The hero was in the building.
Thank you. It's nice to see you all this afternoon.
So, most of us here in the auditorium want to have you address the elephant in the room here. There are more heroes out there besides you. Do you know about that?
In all honesty, yes. I know that. So many people look up to superhumans like me. But not all superhumans. The thing is, it's a matter of what you choose to do with them. Depending on your actions, it inevitably becomes a classic hero versus villain game. Maybe even a no-holds-barred cat-and-mouse game. The powers of these two may vary, but the principle remains the same no matter what. A good guy and a bad guy, duking it out. Nothing gets better than that. Hell, there might be some great people with us right now.
Keeler's eyes widened.
Huh?
That's an interesting inquiry.
If someone wants to come up and refer another superhuman to me, I would happily allow that. This is a private event after all.
No way.
The opportunity of a lifetime was just a raised hand away.
I know someone!
What? Jacob!
And who is that, sir?
He's sitting right above me.
Jacob seized the opportunity and pointed to his best friend, knowing what could happen to him. Keeler slowly but surely walked to the stage.
This is gonna actually happen after all this time. Oh my god. I gotta seize this. It's a pleasure to meet you, Fire. Longtime fan.
Jacob Mount, radiant, to Keeler.
You can call me Radiant. It's, a little complicated, so no backstory for now. I can manipulate electricity, but at the same time, I need a first villain to take on.
Oh, so that's what you've got?
Everyone went silent. Suddenly, a roof tile broke off, and it started to rain through the hole. His moment was right there, and he wasn't gonna mess it up.
Let me demonstrate.
He clawed his right hand towards the newly formed puddle of water. But nothing happened.
No. What?
At that moment, a mysterious figure fell from the broken tile into the auditorium. Keeler was the first to react.
Everyone, get out of here now! Go somewhere far away! Jacob, you gotta go now!
This wasn't planned, right?
Of course it wasn't! Leave!
Okay, what about Firebrand?
Do not worry. I have to try. Move!
Whatever that thing was, it had direct eye contact with one person in particular.
You.
It wasn't Firebrand.
Me?
Yes.
Why not Firebrand? He's right in front of you! Do you even know him?
Of course. I was saving him for later.
What are you doing?
What do you mean by that?
Water always defeats fire. And this Firebrand companion of yours is the last target I need to complete my hit list. Do you want me to show you?
No.
Well then.
The mysterious figure reached its hand toward Keeler and washed him out of the building with a powerful wave of water. However, instead of going for the veteran, it simply glanced at him before going after the youngster. Needing power in a hurry, he thrust his right arm up in the air. But nothing came of it, as there was only rain in the area. No charging, no power, nothing. He needed answers, fast.
Why is this not working? Last time I went for that, it worked right away! I gotta figure this out! Who the hell are you anyway? Are you associated with the element crystal things?
Yes, we are, including myself. My name is Tides, a huntress created by the demon Elamax. I came here with my allies to destroy the lives of the heroes you all look up to.
Who are your allies? What do they have to do with the crystal thing?
Multiple fragments fell near each other, creating an army more powerful than anyone could imagine. I came here because Elamax wants this world to consist of no superhumans.
Why?
They're an issue to our plan. We came for you because the world should obey us through disarray and catastrophe. Soon, we will be constructing an empire of hell on Earth, and your so-called heroes will become disregarded in the process.
So you mean turning the most calm Earth we have now into a dystopian hellhole? That's not the right vision at all. There are so many people that will stop you. Your stupid plan's not gonna happen.
You must completely misunderstand us.
I don't! He rushed at Tides, and the fight began. Punches were thrown by Keeler, who could only land a few on Tides. She began to fight back with punches of her own, landing more than what Keeler could throw at her. Continuously thrusting his arm in the air wouldn't prove helpful, and there wasn't a thunderstorm happening in their area. The youngster was getting outclassed quickly. By now, the authorities noticed Keeler bringing the fight to Tides. Gunfire was quick to follow, but didn't last long. As the fight made its way uptown, things were about to get serious. Why can you not get knocked down?
Radiant!
Good thing you underestimated me.
Tides! There you are! You're not gonna mess with him or me anymore!
Well, it's nice to see you here, Firebrand. But I'm afraid it's time to finally meet your demise.
Water beats fire. Wait! Firebrand! Get out of her way! Firebrand got a good look at a struggling Keeler before being hit by a wave sent by Tides. No! Tides continued to outpower the veteran.
It's only 79 degrees outside. What a shame. You did great for the fight you put out.
For a moment, Keeler thought he'd messed up his big chance. His longtime idol was almost gone. That's when he noticed dark clouds forming quickly. A lightning bolt appeared shortly thereafter, forcing him to act fast.
Tides! Do you know science?
Yes, I do.
Well, here's something I learned. You told me water always beats fire. But not this.
He thrust his arm at Tides, needing the sound of thunder from above to push her away from Firebrand and save him. Miraculously, it was there.
Gosh!
Keeler felt a headache from the immense power he used to push Tides out of the way. He was back in the fight, with the opportunity he'd wanted for so long right in front of him.
Firebrand, you okay? You can't use your powers anywhere below 80 degrees, right?
No, I can't. Looks like it's 77. Just under what I need, unfortunately.
Alright, well, if that's the case, let me take this from here. I have to prove myself now. If people are running from danger, I'm gonna run towards it. I can do this.
Alright then. Go show that godforsaken puddle what you can do, kid.
A weakened Tides stood back up to continue the fight. She and Keeler weren't ready to throw in the towel just yet. This time, Tides was the one being outclassed. With every punch, she got weaker and weaker.
Take this! Take this!
The headache Keeler felt earlier, unbeknownst to him, was getting worse with every additional ounce of power he used. Punching Tides again, he quickly placed his left hand on his forehead.
See what I mean? Electricity beats water.
More dark clouds covered the city. He took it all in one more time as he looked back at Firebrand.
Come on! Finish her off!
Nodding to Firebrand and preparing to deliver the finishing blow, Keeler was lifted off the ground slightly more than usual. As more lightning bolts surrounded him, his hair flowing and his eyes turning bright yellow, he knew what he had to do. Defeat Tides, save the city, and most importantly, impress Firebrand.
Stay the hell down! Yeah! Ah!
At that moment, just as she began to fully dissipate, everything went black. Keeler had passed out from the intense headache, just as Tides fatally dissolved. As rain began to fall, it was over. He had just defeated his first supervillain, an effort that took Firebrand off guard. As first responders quickly arrived on the scene, he couldn't believe what he had just seen. A potential arch-nemesis thwarted by a 20-year-old who hadn't fully understood his powers yet.
Be extra careful. That kid just saved us all.
The Zone 2. Get him somewhere safe.
50 minutes later...
Did I get her? Is she gone?
He was lying on a hospital bed as he awoke from his blackout, looking to his left and being greeted by a delighted friend of his.
You got her, Key. You killed your first supervillain.
Thank God. That was the most excruciating thing I've done my whole life.
You know, it really is a privilege to be the best friend of a superhero.
You know it is, buddy.
So, about passing out real quick. I think you used too much energy in your attacks. You also couldn't do it at all while there wasn't a thunderstorm out there. Maybe next time, be smarter and go hard, but not too hard.
Yeah, thanks for the advice. More importantly, that Q&A was so much fun. While it lasted, I guess.
Of course, man. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering, I have some great people with me.
Keeler looked to his right and could not comprehend the sight he saw.
Mom!
Thank goodness you're okay.
I get it. Huh? Firebrand? You made it?
It's good to see you again. You did a fantastic job there, Radiant.
That guy over there gave me that name. His name's Jacob. Great guy to be around.
Well, actually, I've kept my eyes on you for quite some time.
What? How? I haven't even stopped a real supervillain until today.
Keeler was in disbelief.
You've been quite the nice one since you got your powers. I've been searching for whoever had the powers to become the next big thing. For your so-called first villain, you put up an amazing fight. Let me spell it out for you. If you can find a way around these limits, you're gonna go so far.
I really appreciate that. It's a 1 in a million chance to have superpowers, and suddenly be allies with the icon of a hero like you.
Well, if you're up to it, I checked the forecast for tomorrow. Luckily for both of us, it's gonna be 80+ degrees and have isolated thunderstorms. Wanna get your powers down?
From what I've learned, life happens in real time. In the blink of an eye, things can change for better or worse. I guess mine changed for the better by miles. I'm in.
That's the spirit.
Make sure you have time to finish that art piece you showed me. How about you put yourself in the center, with a supersuit on?
Excellent idea. It'll probably have me in a supersuit. But at the same time, I don't want a cape.
Why? Most heroes wear capes.
But capes get superheroes killed.
At that moment, Keeler's efforts were vindicated. It couldn't have been any more poetic. A powerful young man with no idea how to use his powers, saving his city for the first time ever, with his idol overseeing it all. He started training with the goal of realizing the limit of his powers with Firebrand's help, and later finished his art piece, now with him filling the center spot instead of plain white. From then on, Keeler had fully adopted the Radiant alias that Jacob was alluding to all that time for crime fighting. In doing so, he realized his monumental victory over Tides was a small step toward the bigger picture. It was only the beginning.
Hey listener, This is Nicholas Gatlin, and I just want to thank you so much for listening to this episode. I put a lot of time into writing the episode you just heard, which took many edits and conceptions to complete over a few days. I had so much fun thinking and writing this up, but I obviously don't want Radiant's story to end right here. So if this gets enough support from listeners like you across the platforms this will be posted on, I will very much do another episode, which will eventually turn this into a series. It will go over the harsh reality of being a superhero, tackling the personal obligations, vulnerability, and overall pressure that someone can feel while fighting for the greater good. With that, if you want more, please give this a like rating on your favorite platform, and I'll be sure to continue Radiant's story. More drama, heart, and of course action is yet to come, as this story has just begun. With that, I'll let you go now. My name's Nicholas Gatlin, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for listening.